We have our next game. It's a newbie battle again. We've seen this recently, haven't we? 1-0 versus LawLiet coming up. Oh boy, this is good. I'm of course a little sad that Lingwagwa lost. But this is the battle we expected. Those are the two favorites in this group. And it's gonna be an insane match. 1-0, the best Undead Night Elf player in the world. LawLiet defeated Happy 4-0. Four and one in the show match. Northern Isle's gone, Twisted gone, Echo Isle's gone, and Terranos gone. So no fast expansion maps really. Still expandable, especially on AZ and LR. But I think 1-0 got rid of Terranos to not play against the Warden. But cool matches here. Starting with Amazonia. That should be 100% a keeper map. Basically everything should be a keeper map, right? Concealed as well, Last Refuge. It's a lot easier with the keeper as well. Okay. 1-0 was just tearing it up against Chimiko. Like 100% serious play. Basically no mistakes. There was one misrally with the statue. I think that's the one mistake that I discovered there. We have our match. Amazonia first. In the upper right, we have LawLiet, who just defeated Lingwagwa 2-0. And in the bottom left, we have the victor, the winner of the match of him versus Chimiko. Not breaking a sweat, especially the match here on Amazonia was super one-sided. But this is going to be a different game. This is going to be a way stronger opponent for 1-0. And it's kind of interesting. What will Night Elves play? Of course, the meta was Mass Air. I feel like we're leaning more towards Dryads again, which I'm not a fan of. Remo's, I think Remo's from the same, of the same opinion. I don't know, maybe it's just Moon, and we will see more Air here with the LawLiet play. Mass Air is still the standard, but you know, there's a tendency towards playing something different. And especially against 1-0, who has the best micro in the world. His kiting game is the sickest. Lightning Shield, oh sweet, that's a good AoE. And LawLiet basically never denies any creeps. 1-0 is doing the Lightning Shield creep as well. Here's the first last hit. Here's the second last hit. Oh! I cursed him! The big one is gone. Amazonia is usually the best, easiest map to get level 3. But if you deny the Renegade, Jesus. That hurts. I mean, he will still get level 3 soon. Since he has, he can creep the Murlocs now with Treants to soak up the poison with the trees. But that's not how you want it. Is this a sign that it's not LawLiet's best day today? I think he was a little devastated after not making it to the finals of W League again. As I think he had a pretty good shot, but in the semis, Moon just outclassed him in the Night Elf Mirror. So DK Up in the north for a little harass, buying time for the tech. LawLiet also not expanding, not massing early. Just a straight up tier 2 tech from both players. And now we have Entangle, finally. Stealing stuff from 1-0 side, denying experience for the Lich. I like that. Oh, DK gets the last hit. But this ghoul will most like, oh, there's plenty of coils. There should be a chance to save him. Archers are coming in for this creep jack as well. A little too late to the party. Don't get the keeper surrounded, mate. Okay. DK down to 50%. Ghouls are falling. I think 1-0 has lost more units in this game than in the entire series against Chimiko. And that's how you get level 3. Alchemist second. And there's only 5 ghouls remaining in total. That should be okay to deal with. Expansion coming now. I like that he plays it a little more safe. Having the Alchemist before starting the Tree of Life. Or before there's an attack against the Tree of Life. 1-0 though. Not pulling them out. Just cripping the entire thing with ghouls, like straight up. Okay. Rune braces. Would be great for the keeper. LawLiet is about to contest this. And oh, 2 ghouls, 3 ghouls are hurt. Oh, that would have been so great for an acid bomb, but of course. You want to free up your expansion if it's in the works. Level 3 for the DK now as well. And he got that level 2 for the focused fire and poison ivy. So instead of losing 3 ghouls, he kills an archer here, sends the hurt ghouls back. Lich is coming into this fight as well. A little bit of slow here. Still creeps remaining. LawLiet gets the Shadow Priest. So no Dispel before Destroyers. Is Newbie the same Chinese team that works in StarCraft with Dear Scarlet and Time? Yes, it's the same team. They picked up 1-0 named Eero here, LawLiet and Lin. So at the moment, the dream team of Warcraft. Alongside the Rogue Warriors, who have Infi and TH. And it is mass air. He's losing quite a few archers though, so a fairy transition is coming in early. Nice pickup to save that archer from the basically ground only army. Yes, he has a Lich who can shoot up, but shoot up like a heroin junkie. Who can shoot up in the air. But it's fine, like 1-0 has no fiends yet or parked in the base. Only heroes. What is he supposed to do? Not too much. He's getting some kills with Coil Nova. But that's about it. No tier 3 coming. Expo is established. Still not too much progress on the keeper. 2 fiends ready now. You park them in the base to not fall victim to Entangle. I think it's a pretty smart choice as there will be a little creeping phase now before LawLiet decides to be aggressive. Ooh, little break here. Maybe the cat again. We have quite some history with 1-0 pauses and his cat. Ha ha ha! Called it! Happens all the time. All the undead pro players have a cat. And 120's cat seems to have a decent micro, or at least interested in playing the game as well. Okay, now that we have a little air army and that we have a level 3 alchemist, LawLiet decides to claim map control and stealing stuff from 120's side of the map. Lightning Shield, Invul, 1 of mana stealing TP. Okay. Not the greatest inventory on either side. The Scroll of the Beast is really good as long as there's no wisps. But yeah, this is super annoying. Basically reverse old school undead Night Elf, where this was happening in the Night Elf base with Gargs, but not happening anymore. Since Fiends are just better in every single regard. But there's nothing 120 did against this Expo. Only 4 Wisps, by the way, in LawLiet's base. And tier 3. So in this matchup, tier 3 is not really necessary. So I wonder if he prepares for Chimeras? Since there's no fairy dragons, right? Only 4 hippos. That's it. No mass. Huh. Interesting and different play by LawLiet. We have the first destroyer out. 3 fiends. And some okay, we have 6 hippos now. It's still not the mass I expected. With the fairies, now he's able to defend this. But what will he lose? Not focusing on the statue. Web is coming in. This is usually where the undead retreats a little. But it's quite tough against the Entangle. 1 fiend down already. Quite a few coils thrown. There's only 1 more. This looks good for LawLiet. He needs a lot more coils than the 2 he has. Holds the Expo. Oh, this lightning shield. Can he reach the fiends in the back? 2nd fiend down. Man, he's smashing him in this fight. Oh, if he loses the alchemist though, it's a big turnaround. Goes for the invul. Only 7 seconds. Close to level 4 DK. The destroyer is about to die. And the Lich is hurt as well. Like, damn strong fight by LawLiet. Ooh, the Lich. I don't think there's a coil. Acid Bomb will not tick him down thanks to Blight. Another fiend dead. Massive losses for 120. He was rebuilding stuff at the same time during that fight. But it's 60 supply for LawLiet already. Instant engagement again. Invo Potion is on cooldown. Gotta be careful. Can't! Oh no, Staff. Is that the turnaround? Is that the one opening that 120 needed? Coil on the Destroyer, losing more of the hippos. But the army brings shame to the word army. Okay, another push, but I don't see the damage, really. DK has 3 coils. Lich has good Nova. LawLiet only down to 54, so the last couple of moments in the fights were pretty good, especially the Alchemist kill. But he got him back already from the altar. It's always the case that Undead fights uphill, supply-wise. And now he has a Shredder for more damage. No repair on that thing, though. So, what will we see? Acid Bomb onto the Fiends. He's ignoring the heroes, focusing on the units, resulting in the first kill. No coil here. Interesting. Maybe he saves it for the Lich. Close to level 4 Alchemist. Okay, now there's the focus that we expected. Not attacking the statues. This is an issue I have with this matchup. Like, if you're close to these statues, you can attack them, but okay. Poison Ivy forced into a TP. The Shredder, no damage on him. I thought that would be one of the focus points early. He did coil, but too late. Oh, okay. Missed the coil then. Rare mistake then. He's still in this game, but losing 3 units. And having the heroes low. I doubt that he rebought the TP. No, he didn't. Only a mana potion. So, with every push, this becomes more all-in-y. And LawLiet is mining so much. Mining was not interrupted once, right? He didn't have to repair once. That was a sweet coil, though. But okay, should be on cooldown. Damage is really high. Dispels the Entangle, but Acid Bomb catches him. It's just... LawLiet trades better in every single fight. It's okay if he loses a Hippo. It's okay if he loses a Fairy. Those units are there in masses. Focusing the DK again. 2 units about to die for 1-2-0, but... Oh, nice block. The Undead is getting some kills, but needs a hero kill once more. The army can't do it! Info potion last second, but how to heal her? Does he still not have a staff? I don't think so. Finally time to kill the statues. He got the kill, right? Nova on the Alchemist, and the Alchemist dies for the second time. Man, 1-0 is fighting hard for this win. Still struggling. Alchemist back from the tavern again. That's all gold that cannot go into army. That's why LawLiet is still at 60 supply. And not getting to this critical mass of 70. 70, 75. Okay, this is the final fight. Quite a few fiends here. I think there was no acid bomb yet. And again 1-0 is getting quite a few kills. Nice kiting with the web. But this is so hard to lit. Ooh, long range coil. There's one more Nova, but it's basically only fairies. Trying to engage with the second lightning shield now. We've seen this before. Oh, he finds the perfect position for it. Slows him down with a Nova, but that was the last one. If he's not eating his own units. It's incredibly impressive how 1-0 is still in this game. He got like 4 fights with worse traits. And still he's able to do it. Holy shit, that coil! He was at minus HP and he's still able to rescue him. I mean, it feels like LawLiet is just not finding the targets anymore. The DK is going crazy throwing his coils everywhere. And all of a sudden, 1-0 is winning the fights. What the fuck? Main gold mine's about to expire. And the expo's at 60%, not repairing. These 2 alchemist kills. And not having a staff when he needed that staff. Another destroyer for the double dispel of Treants and Entangle. Acid Bomb a lot earlier this time, which is usually better, but I think that's Lich level 4. And he has even more damage now, and a bigger mana pool. LawLiet opening this fight with a Fiend kill. Keeper though, both first heroes under attack. The Keeper just dies! For the first time, he's attacking the first hero, and it works immediately. And now there's no Entangle. How to control these fiends? I mean, LawLiet is getting a couple of kills now. But it's just a one-man show at this point. It's the Lich. Damage-wise. Support-wise, the DK. GG. Holy shit, 1-0, you crazy bastard. LawLiet got way more kills than you usually get in this matchup, I feel. In the matchup against 1-0, that is. I gotta separate, like, the matchup against Anna and the matchup against 1-0. How he found the 3 hero kills. I think what really turned the game around was the first Alchemist kill. That got 1-0 a lot of time to prevent the critical mass of air. And the key moment, though, that turned it around was the second Alchemist kill. Holy shit. He's just from a different planet when he wants to. But I mean, it's your own fault. If you don't have a staff against Coil Nova, that's what happens. He got an invul. But that invul was on cooldown. He couldn't get out of there fast enough. And that's how you lose games. We have a little break here on the Chinese stream. I'm not really sure why. But yeah, Night Elves and their refusals to go for staffs. One of the best items in the game. And it's so cheap. Yeah, Saisons says it well in chat. I agree. That staffs could save him the game. Phew. 1-0 for 1-0. 1 map away from the playoffs. Or the well, it's the playoffs, right? Yeah. Man, these playoffs are already stacked with Focus, Lin, Infiant Life. There's still a fallback net for LawLiet, of course. If he loses, he's not out. But goes to the lower bracket in the game against either Chimiko or Lin Guagua. Whoever wins the winner bracket, the lower bracket semifinal. I'm updating Wikipedia as we speak. so you guys can get the results from there. For the first time, we have a mixed Chinese-Korean group. Yesterday it was one Chinese group, one Korean group. Save. So Wikipedia is up to date now. Took some time. There's a 5-minute break for whatever reason. So if you have some questions or ideas or feedback or just comments, let me know. Highlight me. Add Back to Warcraft here at Twitch. Tomorrow and Sunday we're going to be here at 8 a.m. once again for the playoffs at the next spring event. We also have the WGL America qualifiers coming up at 8 p.m. CEST on Saturday and Sunday. And on Sunday we start with the quarterfinals of the H&W Masters, the $44,000 tournaments. It's not the quarterfinals, it's the second group stage. Get that right, you idiot. Will there ever be a Back to Warcraft tournament in Germany? Not sure. Like, in the past couple of weeks, I'm working 10 to 15 hours every day. And organizing a tournament on top of that seems delusional at the moment. How do you think Reforge is going to influence the players' skills? I mean, they can still play TFT if they want. I don't know. I haven't seen any updates since November, and we gave them a lot of feedback. I'm not really sure what this question, where this is leading to. I mean, it could be the case that if you like ghoul plays and the new graphics make it harder to distinguish one ghoul from another, then your ghoul play will get worse. Or if Mass Wyvern look bad, which I think they will, it's going to be harder to micro them. Yeah, in case you didn't know, I got the question yesterday. You can play Frozen Throne against Reforged, so no one is forced to switch. It's the same engine, it's compatible. I mean, you will have more features and stuff with Reforged. The streams will all be Reforged, obviously. There's no doubt that the streamers will do the Reforged looks. One minute until the Chinese broadcast is back. Maybe they have some technical difficulties here. We didn't miss a map. There was a Warcraft summit this week? Last week? I'm not sure. I saw some impressions on Twitter. Apparently they showed the same build there again, like the BlizzCon build. Maybe behind closed curtains. But I would be surprised. Like, I think Grubby wasn't there. We weren't there. Todd wasn't there. So nothing big. Just, I guess, casual World of Warcraft streamers. All right, Chinese broadcast goes back with the 2019 spring edition of the next tournament, NetEase Esport X tournament. And we're waiting for map 2 of LawLiet versus 120. 800 viewers here at 9:30. Sweet. I kind of would love to see Linguagua winning against Tomiko. I like them both, but the match against 120 from Linguagua in the HNW Masters was quite cool. In the end, pretty one-sided, but nice ideas, decent execution, just a super strong 120. Which I guess is the theme of recent weeks. No big mistakes, no trolling anymore. So, next map is Last Refuge. LawLiet's pick. Ooh. Okay. Going back to the casters. Usually they go from the map screen into the game, but apparently not. Alrighty, now we have a game. After this unusual break after the first one, we are back on LawLiet's map choice Last Refuge. 1-0 for the Chinese. Both playing for newbie. 120 the undead in the bottom left in the blue, and LawLiet the Night Elf in the upper right. I would be incredibly surprised to not see a keeper here. He can't deny any creeps here. This is where it all started, right? On Amazonia, denying the Renegade Wizard, having struggled to get to level 3 or having that delayed. So is it time to troll now? I highly doubt it. No, DK it is. He is taking things seriously recently. And he should, against LawLiet. Maybe the second hardest Night Elf player to play as an undead at the moment. Alongside Moon, of course, who is just God in this matchup. So I wonder how aggressive 120 is this time. You can harass and creep at the same time. You can also harass and then call ghouls later on. You can just creep, but that's rare to see. So, Engine of War last hit or what? No, not happening this time. Steps up the early creeping. Or did I curse him again? Nope. Whoa, okay. That's different. That's something we start to see more and more and more and more from undeads. Instant expansion. Clause +6 also sweet. Sold the town portal. He didn't sell any buildings, right? In the match against Focus in HNW, he sold his shop and altar to have a faster Haunted Gold Mine. That was unheard of. Well, of course, chat knew that in 2002, on the Kalimdor ladder, some player did it already. But you know what I mean. So a little aggression with the ghouls in the absence of an alchemist. This is where they can still shine. And LawLiet is losing way too much HP here. As the mana is completely depleted as well, this will get rid of all the moon juice. And this will irritate LawLiet a little, I guess. 1-0 a little. No expansion anywhere. And the expo is up, basically. Keeper can still go in. But the rest of the army, like archers, are far away. So he has to knock it down with treant, which I don't think is possible at this point. No, not with the Arcane, not with the Nerubian Tower. Ha! That movement of the skeleton to just get in the right spot at the right time again. Hero, Skelly, and TP out. Man, this is so much time for the expo to pay off now. This is so much time for 1-0. Boy! 1-0 on fire today. I think there's 1-0 has some hack where he just can't control skeletons with his mind. Like a neurotransplant chip or something. This is just so sick. Death Knight close to 3 now. Gets level 3 now. He even has Merc access. So there's not even a danger of an entangled surround for quite some time. And LawLiet had trouble already on map number 1 fighting 1-0 when he was up a base. So now they're on 2 bases each. Oh, what a disaster. No staff, no TP, no potion, no hope. That was sloppy, though. That was sloppy. And now without treants, without entangle, how do you keep your tree up? That's a 385 gold early game investment. Alchemist coming. But that's not savable here. Or is it? Mass wisps now. Acid bomb is nice, but doesn't prevent damage. And it's down. Wow. GG. Holy shit, LawLiet makes... holy shit, 1-0 makes LawLiet look like a noob. That was one of the most one-sided games I've seen between the two. 0 chance. And yeah, TH showed what to do against an undead expansion. Scout, send 2 wisps, detonate, and that's the win, basically, if you do it right. LawLiet was kind of busy with his own expo, with his own progress. His expo was late, by the way, as well. Damn. Didn't expect this. What? Like, this took 1-0, 1.5 hours. Plus breaks, like, including breaks and shit, to get into the playoffs. He played 2 best of 3s in 1.5 hours. Not losing a map. That's just pure dominance in this group. Unbelievable. This was supposed to be even. It kind of was even on AZ, but LawLiet mistakes. Gave the comeback to 1-2-0, and yeah, then felt like he was kind of broken on LR already. Pretty sick. So 5 players in the playoffs. 1-2-0 is the first undead, of course, as he oftentimes is. Alongside Lin Focus, Infi, and Life, the third Chinese, with 2 Koreans. Yo, Jenny Prenzelberg! Much love! And yeah, that was our second match of the day. We see a little highlight reel. I wonder if we see the Alchemist kill again, because that was the key. Okay, they don't. And they have very short highlight reels here, actually. Alright. We have a little break then coming up. Again, 10 minutes on the Chinese stream. We will be a little shorter with our breaks. If you like what we do, follow us on our socials. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Links are in the description. Same goes for ways to support us financially. You can leave us a tip. You can subscribe to this channel. You can buy our merch. And use the Amazon links. So go check that one out. And we'll be back with the lower bracket final LawLiet versus Mr. X, as we don't know the result from the other game. So stay tuned.